AITA for blowing up at my sister for naming her daughter after a fungal infection? So me, 20M sister, 27F, and her husband had been struggling a lot with baby names. She was determined to find the single perfect name, even by the time of her baby shower, nearly 5 weeks before the due date. She didn't seem any closer to picking something out than she was at the start of her pregnancy. Anyway, I knew she was struggling. So in addition to the $900 wooden crib on her list that I got for her, I gave her a list of, obviously, joke baby names. We have a really close relationship, and it was in line with both our senses of humor. She's a nurse, and I'm a biology student. So all the names were medications, infections, unpleasant animals, etc. That all sound like lovely girls' names out of context. Some of them were a little bit obscure, sure, but I included some obvious ones like Viagra and hernia for good measure. 2 weeks later, she told me she and her husband had finally settled on a name, Malassezia. The baby's name is Malassezia, one of the names on my joke list. Outside of the immediate issues, nearly impossible to pronounce on the first try, the ass smack dab it, the middle of it, the first syllable being mal, literally meaning bad or evil. It's also the name of a very common fungal infection, one that my sister and I are both genetically predisposed to, one that we've both had multiple times throughout our lives. Her daughter will almost certainly catch it at some time. I pointed it out to her, and she said that yes, she knew what it meant, and she knew my list was intended to be a joke, but she just really liked the way it sounded. I don't think the husband knows what it means. I think he'd reject it if he did. She says that it's so obscure that no one will ever think twice about it. Except, when little baby Malassezia turns 14, finds a weird spot on her neck, and goes on her phone to Google what it is. I told her that the name was completely unacceptable, and I was shocked that she chose it. I even suggested some similar names like Mallory, Azalea, or Anastasia. That would be more acceptable, but she wouldn't hear it. She said that since I'm not one of the parents, I have no business telling her what she can and cannot name her child, and that I'm stepping way out of line. I think it's pregnancy hormones, and she'll regret the decision very soon after her daughter's born.